Hi guys, Darren here. Hope you're all doing okay. As you would have seen on my discussion thread on YouTube, I bought myself a rubber powered balsa kit. First time in years I've had one of these. I'll take it off and you can have a quick look. So it's Keil Kraft. About 4 or 5 of them were re-released by I think it was Ritmax about 5 years ago, and they've only done the 5 because I just don't think they've taken off very well, if you see what I mean. But yeah, this is the Keil Kraft Ajax 30-inch rubber powered duration model. That's the one I decided to go for. I went for this one because I quite like the undercarriage. See, it seems much stronger than the rest. This arrived yesterday. Got myself a tin of shrinking dope. Years since I've had this stuff. It still smells as well, as nice or as bad as it did back in the 80s. Yeah, when I first got into models, like back in the mid 80s, I was buying Keil Kraft. Once a month I'd buy a Keil Kraft kit from my local model shop. It was all like free flight back then. Free flight glider or rubber powered. Then I went on to control line, and then from control line I sort of went back to free flight a little bit. Built loads of the Keil Kraft kits in the 80s. Then sort of early 90s went into RC planes and stuff. But anyway, that's the way it went in the early days. So I'm really looking forward to this. As you will have seen on my YouTube channel, one of my last videos was indoor flying, which was great. They only do it in the winter months. Just gives us something to do when we can't fly outdoors in the winter because the weather's too bad. But been 2 or 3 times, and I thought, right, I got to get myself something rubber powered, just to get back into the nostalgia of it more than anything. But anyway, so I've already opened it. I've checked it all. It's all in there. I'll have a quick look. Or shall we just have a look at the box? I quite like the look of the box. It's quite vintage. It's not the original box that they would have had back in like the 80s. Well, even before that, it was going way. Keil Kraft was going way before the 80s. There. It's 30-inch wingspan, 23.5-inch length, and it should weigh, if I put it together right or build it right, it should be about 2.8 ounces. Can you believe it? 2.8 ounces. Required to complete. You'll obviously need a building board, sharp modelling knife, glue. There, as I say, reintroduced and brought out again about 5 or 6 years ago by Ritmax. Because originally it was Keil Kraft, and it was I forget the man's name. It's actually on here. I did remember his name from back in the day. What was his name again? It's on this box somewhere. Here we go. Keil Kraft, brief history. Starting in the late 1940s, Keil Kraft brand quickly became one of the most iconic names in models. Yeah, there we are, reintroduced 2017. So there's about 5 altogether. There's 4, I think it's 4 rubber powered models, and there's 1 free flight glider, which I might get if this one goes alright. It did say it on there. Where was it? Maybe it was on the inside. Let's get inside and see what's like in there. I'll put the camera down a minute. There we are. All the balsa is there. All the plywood and strip wood is all there. Got your little hardware pack. Got your rubber bands. I'm not sure how many rubber bands there are there. There's at least 2, but there's a big 2 for holding the main wing on. 2 tires, nice looking tires, and some wire for the propeller to hook the rubber on. Plastic tube, that's probably for the propeller shaft. There, a nice big propeller. What size that is? I think it says on this is 10-inch propeller. Then you've got your balsa wood, you've got your nose block, bit more balsa there. strip wood. I'll take those out and put those to one side a minute. Your cockpit glass, instructions, tissue. It's gonna be fun putting that on. Bit of plywood, and then you've got your building plans. Quickly have a look at those, shall we? I won't get them all out. Hopefully I'm going to do a build video, or do at least a few videos of just me building it, or just a time lapse maybe. Just very quickly. Sorry about the light, but I am indoors. You've got the artificial light on. Yeah, I'll put that one side. And you've got all your strip wood there. That's for your longerons and your wing spars and stuff. Leading edge, I think leading edge and trailing edge. Got your wire. Aha. I was a little bit worried when I opened the box then, because I couldn't see the actual undercarriage, but there's the undercarriage. You need to bend the wire to the correct length and angles. It will say it on the plan. I'll quickly put that back in. I don't want this video to be too long. Try and keep it as short as I can, even though we're getting on for over 6 minutes already. I'll put that there. That's about your rubber bands and how to connect it. This is what I really want to show you. Now, back in the day, back in like the 60s, 70s and the 80s, when I was doing it, all of the wing ribs, which are these, and all of the other bits like the corners of the main wing and everything, and the formers, everything had to be cut out by hand. It wasn't laser cut. It would be printed. It'd be printed with ink, so you know how to cut it out, but you literally had to cut everything out with a sharp metal or aluminium ruler and a very sharp knife. Cut it all out. What you could do, which I didn't actually do it, is you could take the ribs, cut the ribs off and sort of temporarily stick them together, so you've got the front and the back of the rib lined up, and then you can cut them all out sort of as one. I never actually did that, so I'm not quite sure exactly how that was done. But in these modern times, all of these wing parts and these formers and all of these wing ribs, not very many there, but all of these wing ribs, they're laser cut. So they are so easy. I'll show you how easy it is. Now they're not completely laser cut out. There's a little tab there and there, but I should be able to actually pop one out. There we go. That is literally how easy that is. And like I say before, you would have to have done that with a knife, mainly just with a knife, not even with a ruler, because it would have been all freehand. I'll do a former for you. Let's turn it around there. You can actually see the size there. If I do a former, this is balsa. It's not plywood. I don't think there's actually any plywood in there. And normally you do this with a knife, just cut off the tabs, but it's quite easy just to pop it out, literally. And there's another part within that part. That's actually the dihedral template for getting the angle of the wings right when you assemble them. But that's how easy it is. You can see how it's laser cut right through. There. Can't wait to start building this. Put the plans back. There's the wing rib, W6. Pretty sure, yeah, W6. I shall start building this. I'm going to do a few videos if I can as the build progresses. Here we are. Thanks for watching, and before I go, I've got to say a massive thank you to all my new subscribers. I've literally gained, I think I've gained, well, I think last time I looked, I was on about 315 subscribers. Now, about a week ago, I was around the 280 mark, so I just can't believe it, but I just got to thank each and every one of you. I'm just glad you like my videos. You all love them. All the comments are really good. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.